legacy. These large losses pained me. Smaller ones pained me too. Purple irises, Charlie's Crab Restaurant, her brownies. In all of these losses, a part of me is lost. These losses are permanent in my heart and soul, and the scars remain tender. When I read this beautiful poetry now, I also hear a tone of tragedy. I am happily remarried to a beautiful woman, another wedding kiss, another joining together as one flesh. But this new joining together as one does not undo the rending asunder of my first marriage. What are the corollary losses in your life? Where do you feel most keenly the wound in yourself? In your own flesh and bone? Where do you most want God's love to enfold you and help you? Ask Him now. Dear Jesus, you have been waiting to be joined with your bride. You know this pain of separation. In the wideness of your mercy, help me to grieve well the loss of my spouse, part of my own flesh and bone. Amen. Dave Beach. 2. God sees us and does not abandon us. Read Genesis chapter 16. When I was 15, my granddad was hospitalized. When I went to visit him, he was screaming, and my mom wouldn't let me go into his room. I sat in the hall and listened as he cried out in desperation. I heard every word. Jesus, dear Jesus, I want to come home. Jesus, please release me from this body. I want to come home, dear Jesus. I listened to those words echo down the hall over and over. I now realize that my granddad had the same desire as Paul, to depart and be with Christ, which is better by far. Philippians chapter 1, verse 23. Grandpa had been paralyzed and had suffered for years. He was a man of faith who believed God was with him. I am reminded of Hagar, who fled from Sarai into the desert. My granddad must have felt as if he had been left in the desert. When Hagar was in the desert, the angel of the Lord told her, "Go back to your mistress and submit to her." Genesis chapter 16, verse 9. The angel promised Hagar that her descendants would be too numerous to count. Genesis chapter 16, verse 10. After Hagar's encounter with the angel, she said, "You are the God who sees me." Genesis chapter 16, verse 13. When we are grieving, we may feel like we are in the desert. Yet it is when we are there that we can see God clearly. Hagar realized that while she was in the desert, she said, "I have now seen the one who sees me." Genesis chapter 16, verse 13. In our grief, we can more clearly see God because He meets us in the desert to provide guidance and comfort. God does not abandon us. While our family and friends may abandon us, God stays with us every step of the way. In John chapter 14, verse 18, Jesus promised, "I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you." Although we may not feel like God is with us, we have to remember that faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. When we are grieving and our hearts are crying out for comfort, God is there. He understands what we are experiencing. God comforts us. See 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verses 2 through 4. When we turn to God and pour out our hearts in grief, God reaches out and provides comfort to us, even when our friends and family cannot understand our heartache. Prayer provides an avenue for us to open our hearts to God. God sees you. He's listening. Even when you can't find the words, He hears you. God, I feel so alone. I don't know how I can cope. Please comfort me and help me know that you see me and love me. Amen. Beth Robinson. 3. Choosing to